So, good morning students. So, in this class we will discuss some more introduction about the computers. So, majorly software that is used in computers. So, coming to the computers are the electronic devices which are used for processing of a given program. So, computers are the electronic devices which are used to process a program or a given data, so which can be retrieved in the form of an output, so that are called as computers. So, coming to the computers, there are two important parts. The computer having two important parts, which among one is hardware, other one is software. One is hardware, other one is software. So, coming to the hardware, so hardware is a physical devices which are connected to the hardware. We can say it as simple physical devices which are of two types, inputs and outputs. The inputs which includes keyboard, scanner, scanners, microphones, mouse, whereas outputs includes monitor, speakers, printers, So, inputs are the devices which gives the information to the computer, whereas outputs will give the retrieved information, So, both inputs or outputs are connected by the important central part of the computer, that is CPU, which we call as console. So, this all about the hardware devices. In previous class we have seen what are hardware devices. So, coming to the software, so software is nothing but set of instructions given to hardware to do work. So, software we called as set of instructions to do which is given to the hardware to do work, that is software. So examples which includes web browser, word processor, etc. So now browsers includes Internet Explorer, Google Chrome, games include Solitaire, Microsoft includes Word, PowerPoint, Excel, coming to the Windows software, it is called as brain of the computer. Controls the hardware, total hardware. Next, it is primary function, and second is controls software in running the program, and that is secondary. And third one is interacting with us, that is software, Windows operating system, which include different types, includes 97, Vista 7, Windows 8 and 8.1. Next, the desktop. So it is a background on which the icons will sit, is called as desktop. Icons are nothing but the programs which are present in the system. Programs present in the system. So coming to the desktop, so what are the programs present in the system? We call as icons. So the bottom of the line is called as taskbar. We have quick launch bar. We have start button, and we have system tray. So the blue strip at the bottom of this desktop is called as taskbar, which serves as a Windows control center. So the desktop is a screen. Which is present on the monitor, which is nothing but background on which icons will be displayed. So what are icons? Icons are the representative of the programs which are present in the system that are called as icons. So coming to the desktop, so we have icon buttons, icon pictures, and at the bottom of the desktop we have blue color line which is called as taskbar. So the taskbar which contains different components. One is quick launch bar. So quick launch bar is, so the mostly used tools, mostly used icons will be present in the toolbar as a quick launch keys. And we have system tray which includes sound display settings, and taskbar will helps in the controlling, so will act as a Windows control center, So softwares are nothing but a set of instructions given to the hardware which performs function, that is, which includes web browser and word processing are the examples. So coming to the browsers, which includes Internet Explorer. So the symbol of icon will be like this, E, and Google Chrome, that is will be G. So we have games and Microsoft document, we have Microsoft software which includes Word, PowerPoint and Excel. So coming to the Windows software, which is Windows 97, Vista, Windows 7, Windows 8 and Windows 8.1. So it is the brain, we can call it as brain of the computer which controls the hardware. So the major function of the Windows is to control the hardware, it is a primary function, and second one is controls the software, that is running of the program, it is the secondary function, and third one is its interaction with so these are the functions of Windows software. So coming to the desktop, so desktop we call it as background on which icons will be displayed, So what are icons? So icons are the representative forms of the programs which are present in the system, that we call as icons. So coming to the desktop, so there will be blue line structure at the bottom of the desktop which is called as taskbar. So its taskbar is which controls the Windows Center controlling agent, so which controls the Windows, which is having different parts. One is start icon, quick launch bar, which includes the mostly used icons, and system tray which includes sound, display, time, all other included in system tray. This is about desktop. So computers, once again we revise overall structures of computer. So computers are the electronic devices which are used to process a given program which is given by the input devices and which is retrieved by the output devices. So coming to the uses of computers, one is we can type the documents. Second one is browsing, games, playing games. Fourth one is storage. So computers can be used for the storage of information based on the capacity of the hard disk, which is stored in hard disk. So the memory will, so based on the memory of the hard disk, the information will be stored. So it includes 1 GB, 2 GB, 3 GB, up to 3 GB. So based upon the capacity of the storage of the hard disk, information can be stored. So these are the different uses of the computers. So the computers are divided is having two important structures, that is hardware and software. So hardware, which includes the physical devices which are connected, which says about the physical devices of the computer. So which is of two types, input devices and output devices. So input devices which gives the information, so input devices are the which gives the information to the system, which includes keyboard, scanners, microphones and mouse. So keyboard, which includes different key buttons which include ESK, functional buttons from F1 to F9, and tab button which is to move this cursor, space button, space bar, caps lock, shift button, delete button, home, end button, insert button, backspace button, and numericals from 0 to 9. So these are the different key buttons which are present in the keyboard. Next, scanners, so which is used to scan the documents or images. Microphones, it is a microphone set which is used to hear the voice which is present in the console. And mouse, so mouse which is having left button which is to, so left button of the mouse used to select the cursor, and right button of the cursor is used to open the right menu bar. So the laser light which is present in the mouse is used to place the cursor, so that are includes in inputs. Whereas coming to the outputs, which includes monitors, so monitor which is nothing but desktops, speakers and printers. So the inputs and outputs are connected, so to a central system that is called as, we call it as console, which connects the inputs and outputs together to give the computer. So the CPU, which is having different slots for different inputs and outputs. So this is all about the hardware. So hardware says about the physical devices which says about the computers. So coming to the software devices, so these are the set of instructions which are given to the hardware to perform the function, that is processing of a program. So the instructions to run a program is given by the software. So the examples of software includes web browser and word processing. So the browsers includes Internet Explorer, Google and Mozilla, which includes Mozilla, games, so later Microsoft, which includes Microsoft Word, Microsoft PowerPoint and Microsoft Excel. So which are comes under software. So we can, among the computer software, the basic software is Windows software. So Windows software, we call it as brain of the computer, which controls the primary function of the Windows is to control the hardware to run the program, and next one to control the software, that is a secondary function of the Windows, and third one is interaction on what we are giving the instructions to the computer. So the Windows software, which is 97, Vista 7, 8, 8.1 and Windows 10. So coming to the desktop, so desktop is nothing but a display of icons of the programs which is present in the system, that is desktop. So simply we can call it as background of the computer, background on which the icons will be placed, that is the desktop. So icons are nothing but the programs present in the system. The representation of the programs which are present in the system are called as icons. So in desktop we have a blue structured line which is called as taskbar, which will be acting as a control of Windows controlling center, which consists of start button, Windows start button, quick launch bar. So the mostly used icons will be placed in quick launch bar, and system tray, which includes the settings for sound devices, display settings and other things will be present in system tray. So if you see the CPU structure, so which we called as, so it will be like this, which we called as console. So console is the central part which connects the inputs and outputs, so which is having different slots, which is having first power button, next we have CD drive, which is to write the CD, and slot for microphone, and other slot for headset, and slots for USB drives, where we have to connect the input devices and output devices, that is we called as console. So the central processing unit is also called as console, which connects the inputs and outputs of the computer, computer. So these are the basics of software which are present in the computers. So in previous class we have discussed the basic structural components of the computer. In this class we have discussed about the software which is used in the computers, So with this we have completed the software topic of computers.